Here's how it's done. For this sign, I'm using our 1" and 1.5" Tiki font, and then our Sunset Paradise template. Now, this is actually the first time I've ever even carved Tiki. Usually Dad does this, and we don't use it a whole lot because you really only are going to use this sort of font on a Tiki type sign, right? For like a backyard barbecue or something like that. But it's a lot of fun to carve, and it actually turns out really good. I like it. So this template, I should have taken more time, guys. I'll admit I was in a hurry. I did not take my time. I used the profile bit, and for the trees, I should have used the carving liner. So the lines were not as straight as they should have been or could have been. Now, I will say for the font itself, that turned out pretty good. I kind of was waffling on what I wanted to do here. I was at first going to make them two individual outset pieces, but you'll see here in just a second that I decided to combine them, and I think that looks better. The Tiki font is super easy to carve because there's no straight lines. Now for the inset on the 1", I used our 60 degree at about 3/16 of an inch deep, and that turned out really good too. Now, this is what I'm talking about, how I was originally going to make it two individual pieces that are outset. And I'm doing this with a 90 degree. After looking at it, I didn't like it, so I just combined them to make it one outset piece, and I think that was a good call. For the edge, I just put a really deep chamfer with our 45 degree chamfer bit. Then I sprayed the whole thing black and sanded off with an 80 grit disc on our disc sander and a 120 grit disc on the random orbital. I will say, my layout, my spacing was a little bit off. The should have been dropped down just a little bit. But that's what happens when you get in a hurry, and I am almost always in a hurry. I still think it turned out good, and this is a pretty cool little sign that I was able to carve in under a half hour. You can find everything we use for this sign and a ton more over at the website makeawoodsign.com. Go check it out.